Ladies, good citizens of Cobourg, one and all, in the year of our Lord, 2021, and upon the first day of January, let it be known that Cobourg did celebrate this town's past, did salute this town's present, and welcomes Cobourg's future with new beginnings, inviting you all to experience the magic that is Cobourg. Let it also be known that as year 7 begins for your town crier, and along with town governance, may I wish you all peace, love, prosperity, good health, and much laughter in the coming year. Happy New Year, Cobourg, and may God save our gracious Majesty, the Queen.
The river under the road. Under the road flows a river, always moving in one direction, even when we forget it's there. The current, like a heartbeat, presses on just the same, carrying everything, all of us home. Maybe a white door leads to a road lined with coffees like warm luminaries, inviting friends new and old to join in community. Maybe a yellow window opens to a road lined with clocks like adored toys, welcoming family then and now to join in relationship. Maybe a red wall hides a road lined with canaries like lost choirs, carrying news, mine and yours, to join in song. Maybe a black floor covers a road lined with candles like joyful children, shining hope, peace, and love to join in light. Under the road flows a river, We make the road by redefining its lines, always rebuilding our homes along our road together. Thank you and Happy New Year.
Hello, I'm Mayor John Henderson. I'd like to be amongst the first to wish you a Happy New Year. The wish of a Happy New Year takes on greater meaning than in years gone by. 2021 is a year that we look to with promise and anticipation, a year that we hope will bring better health and a return to a more normal way of life. 2020 brought us never before seen challenges, but also provided a call out to humanity for more kindness, generosity, and adaptation. As mayor, I witnessed all three through your letters, emails, and phone calls. Together, we lived out to our mantra of Cobourg Strong. While we all share in the sentiment of relief that 2020 has come to an end, I would like to celebrate the successes of 2020 before we bid it a complete farewell. Welcome to our very first virtual levee. The Communications Department has evolved with Ashley Purdy and Maddie Forrester, who have constantly generated community feedback from our public for an ever-engaging and transformation Cobourg website. I can assure you this trend will continue into 2021. I hope you've been pleased with the regular COVID updates, the press releases, the monthly newsletter highlights, as well as the many town engagements, whether dealing with the waterfront plan, shoreline engineering assessment report, to the newest financial survey related to our 2021 budget. I am delighted to welcome Baxter's Bakery, who have taken over 90,000 square feet of the former Weston's Maplehurst Bakery within Northern Industrial Park. Agreements have also been solidified with Horizon Plastics, Parkland Fuels, and we also welcome Cobra Steel, Lodestar, Vancor, Vanderschaft Limited to Lucas Point Park. From a DBIA, Chamber of Commerce perspective, we'd also like to welcome Acanthus Interiors, Magpie, Heritage Barber, Grooming Tales Spa, Colossal Fitness, Earth Excellence, and BMO Investments to highlight a few of the new businesses within our downtown core. As you may know, I'm excited to tell you that Cobourg is approaching $30+ million in residential business development. In fact, we're operating in all quadrants. As you will note, there is development in New Amherst, with Van Dyke West Park Village to the Cedar Shores. In the north, we have the addition of HomeSense, Winners, along with Pet Value Store, future Holiday Inn Express, to the LeBlanc Nickerson development, and yet plans to develop along Elgin Street with a future development from Mason Homes. Centrally, we have Northumberland Mall's Sexplex Business Commercial Unit, the University Terraces on University Avenue, and we also have the completion of the Legion Condominium, the Royal Canadian Branch number 133. In addition, we have the Crystal Gardens development, and yet a new development on 425A along King Street East, not to mention, of course, East Village Phase 5. This is certainly promising news for Cobourg in the time of COVID. Northumberland County, the upper tier, has also approved Matheson Construction from Aurora for the development of the Golden Plough Lodge in the Northumberland County Archive Museum, a mere $86 million build that will increase to 181 beds with a self-contained Alzheimer's unit to be open for 2022. Along with this, of course, is the development of the Elgin Park redevelopment that will move from an 18-unit to a 40-unit development. As you can note, we are exceptionally pleased with the economic development progress in Cobourg this past year. CIP. Yes, CIP stands for the Community Improvement Plan, which stands for an acceptance of a rental and a housing unit. I'm delighted that this CIP will address a waiting list that has over 1,000 citizens on the waiting list. The town of Cobourg's goal is to add 38 additional units annually, with the ultimate goal of adding 90 new units throughout Northumberland County. We are, in fact, open to working with the Northumberland County Housing Corporation, Habitat for Humanity, First Nations, CHMC, and other nonprofit organizations. In fact, in 2021, an apartment complex of 32 units will be developed on Monroe Street, and Balder Corporation on University, in fact, will have 72 new units. The town continues to work with Trinity Housing Corporation for affordable units. The planning department has in fact recommended $250,000 be allotted in the 2021 budget to enhance, again, rental and affordable units. Likewise, the county has also purchased 417 Ontario Street for further development in 2023. More importantly, the county has also allocated $1 million from the reserve to work with lower-tier municipalities, nonprofit organizations to enhance future critical needs. Our infamous Victoria Hall volunteers and our Victoria Hall Maintenance Trust Fund Committee have consistently provided valuable dollars this year. In fact, a contribution of $30,000 to assist with the restoration of the upper portico, pillars, and front door of Victoria Hall. I strongly encourage you, if you have an opportunity, to support their fundraising events or, in fact, to consider being a member. Congratulations to FE Pharma for working with Dave Johnson, our heritage planner for the restoration of the Cirtle building on Ontario Street. In fact, this is one of the last industrial heritage sites remaining, and we are delighted that this is being done. Town of Cobourg will certainly benefit through the Cobourg Police Service Accelerator, working with Wendy Curtis from the team of CFDC in the creation of what we call CCTV, which is Closed Circuit Television System, initiative that will align, of course, with Northumberland County's community safety and well-being plan. This plan will integrate a number of community service agencies to better serve our community and keep us all safe. As a positive outcome with individuals being home is that observing more potential safety concerns. As a result, Council implemented recently a traffic safety community team comprised of Public Works, Cobourg Police Service, and Protection Services, where citizens' concerns can be directed to a single source for deliberation and, more importantly, resolution. This pilot will begin in the new year, and we look to gain both efficiencies in dealing with daily and weekly citizen concerns. Please welcome our newly appointed Chief Administrative Officer, Tracy Vaughn, who's working collaboratively with staff and council on a number of initiatives within council's strategic plan. More importantly, council just received from KPMG the service delivery review that will enable us to work collaboratively to find efficiencies within our town service delivery model. This report will come back before Council on January 25th, and I know we are excited to receive it. This will also set the stage for the town's organizational review, which will be going forward, I believe, as an RFP in early 2021. On behalf of Council, I wish to thank MPP David Piccini for incorporating the Modernization Efficiencies Fund in the amount of $378,905 that allowed Council to support an integrated management system with all town departments. I'd also like to welcome Crystal Christopher, our new Deputy Clerk, who's working with Brent Larmer, our Town Clerk, to incorporate eScribe for all council meetings, town advisory committees, for the enhancement of reporting and communicating to the community. It will certainly enhance our public engagement and move us to greater transparency and accountability. The creation of a legislative team with DM, which means Deputy Mayor, chairing the new Town Bylaw Committee to ensure that relevant bylaws are within a 3-year cycle. I can tell you this is a daunting task, but relevant to aligning with our town policies and procedures. We'd also like to welcome Christian Young as our newest bylaw officer. In addition, welcome to Jamie Kramer, our accessibility coordinator, in amending the town's accessibility plan and developing our very first equity, diversity, and inclusionary plan. This newly formed committee will be implemented in early 2021. I'd first like to go back into the year at the beginning to welcome and thank Rogers Hometown Hockey, Rogers, Bank of Nova Scotia, NHL alumni, Kachina, Mike and Teresa, Community Services, and all town departments. In fact, this started last January with the invitation to Ron McLean, Tara Sloan, NHL alumni Darcy Tucker, and Shane Corson, along with our own hometown heroes. In fact, one of those heroes was our very own Cobourg District Hall of Fame inductee, Gordy Brooks. He was in fact the first Cobourg Cougar to make the NHL. Unfortunately, Gordy passed away in October of 2020, and we wish to pay our ongoing condolences to his family. Gordy's legacy and contribution to our community can be viewed at the CCC again as part of our Sports Hall of Fame. I hope you have an opportunity to visit and to learn. Fern Blodgett Sunday, the first wireless operator in World War II, with an incredible 78 crossings with the Battle of the Atlantic, and our bonding relationship with Norway, with representation from the ambassador. Fern's statue could be found in the Sensory Garden to the east of Victoria Park, overlooking the waters of Lake Ontario. Yes, she certainly made ways for bravery during the war, but more importantly, she started the advancement with the Merchant Navy and Royal Canadian Navy for women to seek operational positions such as the Rear Admiral position. Again, congratulations to Leona Woods, Chair of the Fern Blodgett Sunday Committee, in working with the Cobourg Museum Foundation, and again, our many, many gracious donors, including the honorary Chair, Helen Vary. The Hong Kong commemoration to Sheila Purcell and family, who worked with the town and the Royal Canadian Legion to ensure that her father, Lieutenant Kerrigan, and 34 other Hong Kong vets were recognized at our Cobourg Cenotaph, and for their contributions to the war effort was indeed a moving ceremony, and allowed me personally to learn about their plight, especially within the concentration camps. On behalf of the community, we cherish our rights and freedoms. Working with Pollution Probe CEO Christopher Hilken and Great Lakes Council Chair Mark Fisher in being one of the top 20 Ontario municipalities to join the Great Lakes Plastic Cleanup on a 5-year agreement. This initiative certainly aligns with our Blue Dot program, our Marina Anchor program, and certainly aligns with the Town of Cobourg sustainability programs. Next, I'd like to speak to the Canadian Coast Guard and Rescue Station for their willingness to continue to make Cobourg their new home since the late 1800s with an innovative build and promoting sustainability features. This new build will occur throughout 2021 and 2022 on the current location. Your rescue services are appreciated to keep boaters safe. Your new site will certainly serve as a distinguished landmark for years for the foreseeable future. I'd like to congratulate the Public Works Division for their extensive work on Midtown Creek Management System to enhance the pond area, as well as the alignment with Kerr Street extension from Division Street to Darcy. This enhancement will serve as an east-west route for emergencies, daily travel to the CCC with a new lighted intersection. And it will allow the redevelopment of an internal section to Northern Industrial Park that will, in fact, open up future development lands. Again, the Midtown Creek Retention Pond is built in such a way that it will relieve a 100-year storm, and I'm delighted, again, through their efforts, not only did we plant 130 trees, over 1,000 new shrubs, but in so doing, we created a multi-purpose trail that citizens can use at their leisure. Water. Yes, we as citizens often take water for granted. But I have to tell you, in working with the HOCO division, I am delighted to report that the water drinking system audit for Cobourg and the 3 other municipalities scored a perfect score of 100%. I would like you to realize this is an incredible feat, especially when they have over 400 specific criteria to be judged against. I'm also pleased with the refurbishment of the town water tower on Strathy Road that was both on time and budget at $2.3 million. The topic is one that has taken us all by storm. That topic is COVID-19. We realize that COVID-19 has become a worldwide pandemic, with the town of Cobourg announcing a municipal local emergency in early March. Since that time, I can confer that the emergency response team is working both daily to meet and to work in a collaborative working environment, which includes the team, council, the Halliburton Kawartha Pine Ridge District Health Unit, the KPR School Board, Northumberland Hills Hospital, Cobourg Police Service, and Fire Service, and all interrelated agencies. I'd also like to very much congratulate our citizens for abiding by all provincial and local health regulations and protocols. I hope you'll be able to join me collectively in recognizing this group for their dedicated efforts to our community. Personally, I'd like to wish best wishes to Dr. Lynn Noseworthy, our Chief Medical Officer of Health, on her recent retirement. Throughout the many challenges of COVID, the advancement of technology also allows us to meet virtually, whether it's through family chats on Sundays, viewing council public meetings, or providing essential service to a community, or allowing us to redefine what we know as our working environment, or simply providing an opportunity for us to pay respect on such important days as Remembrance Days to those who served and continue to serve our great nation. Or making it possible as today to share with you the town of Cobourg's accomplishments, virtually a first for the Mayor's Levee. But more importantly, allowing this 160-year-old tradition to continue. Many thanks to Christopher Oliver, CCO Productions, Ashley Purdy, Communications, Mandy Robinson, Town Crier, Jessica Outram, Poet Laureate, Paul Storms, the Concert Band of Cobourg, Victoria Hall volunteers, council members who made this day possible. In closing, please find time each day to take a stroll through Victoria Park to enjoy the beautiful lights, or walk along the boardwalk, strap on a pair of skates in Rotary Park, or celebrate a special family moment each day. Celebrate the new year, and may it bring peace, joy, and hope.